we talked about what? Connective tissue. Before that, permanent tissue, simple permanent tissue, types of simple permanent tissue, then types of connective tissue like blood, bone, tendons, ligament, cartilage, areola, adipose. These all are what? Connective tissues, na? So is everybody clear with that? If any doubt, you may ask. No problem in that. I can explain you right now again. Okay, can you tell me the answer of one question? What connects muscles to bones? What connects muscles to bones? Anyone? Tendons means after the class you did not went through that. But you know very well that these all are stepwise and we are going through every para. And whatever the important, these all will be asked in your exams and competition level also. So you should go after the class through the chapter. See that day we studied now. What connects muscles to bones? That is tendons. And two bones are connected by a type of connective tissue called ligament. Prapti, did you do that question and answers 31 which were given? No. So you should be doing because I want to see your that when the notes is completed, you have to send me the snaps. Yeah, okay, girl. Because okay, tell me one question is there. Yeah, okay. Where are fats stored in our body? Where are fats stored in our body? Anyone? Where are fats stored in our body? That is a flat globules. But where it is stored? कहाँ पे store होता है ये? किस टिश्यू में store होता है ये? Adipose tissue. Correct. Uh, what is uh, what are bones composed of? What are bones composed of? Calcium and phosphorus. What is the matrix of bone? What is the matrix of bone? What is the answer for this? What is the matrix of bone? Is it smooth, it is liquid or hard? What is the matrix of bone? हाँ, this question only answer I am asking कि जो bone की matrix है वो कैसी होती है? Liquid होती है, solid होती है या gaseous होती है? Hard matrix, yeah, very good. So like this type of one word type question and answers, it will be prepared from the every para. So that's why I am telling you to go through that chapter also, the textbook, and clear the topics. What are there? Maximum of the content you can clear if you try. Okay, now, and wherever the problem comes, I will surely help you out there till where I could. Okay. So shall we carry on then from the muscular tissue? After the chapter is completed, we will go through the full chapter summary. Don't worry. So all the things we will take in a quick review in a short summary form. Okay. So do not worry if the chapter you have not read before, it will get clear to you then also. So what is muscular tissue? I'm talking about that previous topics which we studied: connective tissue, permanent tissue, meristematic tissue, epithelial tissue. Correct now? Actually, epithelial tissue is made up of that three different types of cells. What are that? Striated, columnar, and cuboidal. Three we studied now. What were that? Striated epithelium tissue, columnar epithelial tissue, and cuboidal epithelial tissue. एक फ्लैट होते हैं, एक पिलर फॉर्म में होते हैं, और एक कैसे होते हैं? क्यूब के शेप में होते हैं. So you should be having all these things clear in your mind. And when you go through the topics again and again, they will get clear. So muscular tissue, is the voice coming clear? Okay. Muscular tissue. Muscular tissue consists of elongated cells. Elongated means long cells, also called muscle fibers. You know what is the work of fibers? Fibers provide support. Okay? This tissue is responsible for the movement in our body. Underline it. Which tissue is responsible for the movement in our body? That is muscular tissue. Which tissue is responsible for movement in our body? कौन सा टिश्यू ऐसा होता है जिसकी वजह से हम मूवमेंट्स कर पाते हैं? वी कैन मूव अवर हैंड्स, लेग्स एंड वॉक, रन और प्ले. All these things are possible. Who is responsible behind that? That is the muscular tissue. Okay. And what type of cells these are? These are elongated cells. Elongated cells means long cells. Did you read about that proteins I told you? No. Proteins के बारे में पढ़ा था? Did you study about proteins? Yeah, okay, then good. I will ask questions regarding to that also. Muscles contain special proteins. Contain means composed of. Muscles contain special proteins called contractile proteins. Contractile means they can expand and they can relax. See, this is the meaning of contractile proteins. What does the word contractile protein means? Which contract and relax to cause movement. When we move our hands, our muscles expand. When we close our fingers all, so these it is what? Relax. So this is what contraction and relaxation. We can take the simple example of breathing. Taking in of air and giving out of air. That is the contraction of muscle. Okay. So what does the word contractile protein means? Which contract and relax to cause movements. In the figure you can see this is the nuclei. Nuclei means nucleus. And striations, these are the muscle fibers which help in the movements. They may be in the spindle shape. Spindle का मतलब overlapping. Spindle means what? Overlapping or overlapped. Types of muscle fibers. Muscle fibers may be striated means long, long and straight. There may be smooth muscles. Smooth muscles are present in your nose, ear. Cardiac muscles, that is rib cage, that help in the protection of heart and the lungs. We can move some muscles by conscious. Conscious means when we are having presence of mind, and unconscious when your presence of mind is not working. We can move some muscles by conscious will. अपनी मर्जी से भी कह सकते हैं. Conscious will means अपनी मर्जी से. We are in sense. Muscles present in our limbs move when we want to move. Correct. When we want to move our hand, they will move. But can you control the blinking of eyes? Can you control the heartbeat? No. Because there are some muscles which are in our control. The muscles which are in our control are voluntary muscles. And the muscles which are not in our control, like blinking of eyes, the heartbeat, these are known as involuntary muscles. We can move some muscles by conscious will. Muscles present in our limbs move when we want them to and stop when we so decide. जब हमारा mind करता है कि हमें pen pick करना है, we can pick it up. We can control this action. We can control our running, but the involuntary actions that can't be controlled by us. So such muscles are called voluntary muscles. The muscles which are in our control, we can say. The muscles which are in our control are called voluntary muscles. Then these muscles are also called skeletal muscles as they are mostly attached to bones. And we know when muscles attached to bone, which connective tissue is used? कौन सा connective tissue muscles को bone से connect करता है? Which? Tendons. Just now I asked. Yeah, tendons. So these muscles are also called skeletal muscles. Skeletal क्यों कहते हैं? क्योंकि हमारे bone के साथ connected रहती है. These are joined with our bones. That's why these are called skeletal muscles. Which one? Voluntary muscles are known as skeletal muscles as they are mostly attached to bone by tendons and help in the body movement. Under the microscope, these muscles show alternate light and dark bands or striations when stained appropriately. So in the figure, as I told you, some are long, some are tubular, some are overlapped, some are straight, some are elongated. So these are the different cells and together they form a tissue and they perform a unique and particular function. As a result, they are also called striated muscles. Striated, you can say flat also. The cells of this tissue are long, cylindrical, unbranched, multinucleate. Multinucleate means having many nucleus in it. Having many nuclei. Underline it. The structure of voluntary muscles or skeletal muscles is what? The cells of this tissue are long, cylindrical, unbranched. You cannot see any branch here. Branch means like this openings. So you cannot see here. And there are many nucleus. So it is called multinucleate. Means having many nuclei. Okay. So now we know the structure. Now we know how they are connected to bones and we can control them. These all things we know about the muscular tissue which we are reading the voluntary muscles, that is the skeletal muscles. The movement of food in the alimentary canal or the contraction and relaxation of blood vessels are involuntary movements. We cannot control the flow of blood. Can we control? No. Can we control the breathing? No. Suppose if we want to stop taking breathe in, then what we do, we can close our nose. But for few minutes only, na. So these are involuntary muscles. When we are sleeping also, then also they are working. Digestion of food is going. Relaxation and contraction of muscles in stomach is going. Breathing, heartbeat. So these all are what? Blinking of eyes, involuntary actions. Means the actions which are not in our control. Okay, what are involuntary movements? The movements which are not in our control, we cannot control over them, that are called involuntary movements. We cannot really start them or stop them simply by wanting to do so. अगर हम चाहें कि अपनी हार्ट बीट को स्टॉप कर ले, we cannot simply do so. Can we do? Can you stop your heartbeat for few minutes? Not for a much time, na? And these are what? These are smooth muscles. The muscles which are present in your eye, they are smooth muscles, or we can call them involuntary muscles. Control such movements means involuntary जो muscles होती हैं वो ये सारे involuntary movements को control करती हैं. The actions which are not in our control are controlled by smooth muscles and so on. They are also called involuntary muscles. They control such movements. As I told you the example of eye, same is written here. Correct now? As I told you that smooth muscles are present in our eyes. They are also found in the iris of the eye, in ureters and in the bronchi of the lungs. Bronchi is a place where the exchange of gases takes place, oxygen and carbon dioxide. The cells are long. Involuntary muscles के जो cell होते हैं वो कैसे होते हैं? Long होते हैं. Voluntary muscles also long, but these are having pointed ends. Voluntary muscles cylindrical, whereas involuntary muscles pointed ends. Spindle shaped. Spindle means overlapped. And uninucleate. Uninucleate means having one nucleus. Okay ना? Voluntary muscles are having many nucleus. बहुत सारे nucleus हैं इसके पास. but involuntary is having only one, having single nucleus. The cells are long. The cells of voluntary muscles are also long, but these are having pointed ends, whereas these are cylindrical and unbranched. Clear na structure? What are voluntary muscles and what are involuntary muscles? One more thing, these are called striated and these are called unstriated. These are called unstriated muscles. Why would they be called that? Because they are not elongated in shape. Their structure is spindled. क्योंकि जो उनका structure है वो कैसा है? That is spindled, twisted. Spindle means what? Twisted, you can say. And these muscles are present where? In the iris of eye, in ureters, in the bronchi of the lungs, and the cell structure, this I already told you, long, pointed and spindled with one nucleus. Okay? Anybody any doubt in this? Voluntary muscles or involuntary muscles? Shall we go on further? Shall we go further? Is the voice coming now? Yeah, okay. Okay. The muscles of the heart show rhythmic contraction and relaxation. Contraction means expanding, or you can say they expand and then they contract. मीन जब भी हम टेक इन ब्रीद इन करते हैं तो ये मसल्स क्या होता है, इनका साइज बढ़ जाता है, द साइज इंक्रीजेस, एंड व्हेन वी ब्रीद आउट they come closer. This thing I explained you before also, correct now? The muscles of the heart show rhythmic contraction and relaxation throughout the life, and these are involuntary muscles. क्यों? क्योंकि ये हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं है. These involuntary muscles are called cardiac muscles. Heart muscles are cylindrical, branched, and unicellular. Keep in mind about the heart muscles, because in the next chapter we will come to know about the function of heart, how the heart functions, and how the blood is transported from heart to different parts of the body, and how it reaches there, and and how it gets filtered there. Purify हो रहा है ना, क्योंकि उसमें ऑक्सीजन mix हो रहा है, the oxygen is getting mixed in the blood, and this process takes place in the heart, and when oxygen is mixed with the blood it is transported to the cells in the different parts of the body and organs. So now we came to know that heart muscles are cylindrical. ये involuntary हैं. Heart muscles are also involuntary muscles, but these are what? Cylindrical, branched and unicellular. If we talk about voluntary तो वो unbranched हैं और वो multicellular है. Correct ना? They are multinucleate, sorry. So keep the differences in your mind regarding voluntary muscles and involuntary muscles. The points are going to be 5 to 6, I guess. Okay. Then the next one is what? Nervous tissue. Any questions in muscular tissue? Any questions in muscular tissue? Means single cell. Involuntary muscles have one single nucleus. जो involuntary muscles होती हैं उसके पास केवल एक न्यूक्लियस होता है. Whereas multinucleate means many nucleus. जो वॉलंटरी मसल्स होती हैं उनके पास बहुत सारे न्यूक्लियस होते हैं, बट इनवॉलंटरी हैव ओनली वन न्यूक्लियस. ओके. या यूनिन्यूक्लिएट का मतलब वन सिंगल न्यूक्लियस, वन न्यूक्लियस. ओके. देन नर्वस टिश्यू. व्हाट इज द वर्क ऑफ नर्वस टिश्यू? इट इज अ मैसेंजर. This tissue helps in sending the messages to the brain in order to give the response. Okay. All cells possesses the ability to respond to stimuli. Stimuli means to the environment. To the environment. However, the cells of nervous tissue All cells possesses the ability to respond to stimuli. However, cells of the nervous tissue are highly specialized for being stimulated and then transmitting the stimulus very rapidly from one place to another within the body. So what is the meaning of this? The meaning is that if anybody pinches you in your finger, the message is immediately sent to your brain. That is the work of nervous tissue. If you are walking and any needle goes inside your feet, so the message will be immediately sent to your brain. And this is the work of nervous tissue. So that's why I told it is a messenger. It sends the messages to the brain to respond to the environment, that is the stimulus. Okay, so we can say nervous tissue helps in the transmitting the stimulus very rapidly. और बहुत ही क्विक होता है. क्यों? जैसे ही हमने यहाँ पे पेन पॉइंट किया तुरंत हमारे मैसेज ब्रेन में गया और हमें पता चल गया. यह ऐसा होता है कि आई विल पॉइंट द पेन नाउ एंड आई विल कम टू नो आफ्टर 2 minutes. क्या ऐसा होगा? नो. So the transmitting of message is very rapid. Rapidly means quickly, in very much quicker speed, from one place to another within the body. The brain, आप कह सकते हैं, it is like an electric message which is sent by the nervous tissue. The brain, spinal cord, and nerves are all composed of the nervous tissue. The cells of this tissue are called nerve cells. What are the cells of nervous tissue called? Nerve cells. What do we call the cells of nervous tissue? These are called nerve cells or neutrons. A neuron, this is the figure of neuron. A neuron consists of a cell body with a nucleus. This is the nucleus at the center and cytoplasm. And what is filled all around the neuron? क्या filled है? Cytoplasm, jelly-like fluid filled in the cell. Okay? So a neuron consists of a cell body. एक न्यूरॉन के पास क्या है? एक सेल बॉडी है. It has a nucleus within it and cytoplasm filled all around it, from which long thin hair-like parts arise. Long thin hair parts like these dendrites. These are hair-like parts which arise, and these are called dendrites. And these are the transmitting signal wires, we can say. Usually, each neuron has a single long part process called the axon. Single long part process which going from here to here. It is a connecting line. और देखो मिडिल में इसमें और भी बहुत सारे parts है ना. But one single line from nucleus, it is going till here till the nerve ending. Okay now. This is what? This is the nerve endings. These branches dendrites in the center nucleus and this is one cell. ये केवल एक one cell है. In the nervous tissue this is one cell. We are talking about one cell structure called the axon and many short branched parts called dendrites. An individual nerve cell may be up to a meter long. How much long they can be? एक nerve cell, this one we are talking, one single nerve cell or neuron. An individual means one nerve cell may be up to a meter long, 1 meter in length. Many nerve fibers bound together by connective tissue make up a nerve and these all get connected together. We can take an example. As in a wire, you see a number of wires are coming that now when we peel off the plastic there are many wires inside that. Like that only these fibers are bounded together. ये भी साथ में वैसे ही जुड़े हुए होते हैं. We can take the example if I have the wire. Wire. Yeah. You can see this, a number of hairs. These are bounded together. ये सब साथ में जुड़े हुए हैं. And same like this only, the nerve fibers are bounded together by the connective tissue that make up the nerve. Many fibers get joined together and that single forms a nerve. Single nerve, this blood vessel, single nerve, correct? The signal that passes along the nerve fiber is called nerve impulse. The signal, जो signal message send किया जा रहा है, that message when passes along the nerve fibers means through the wires, through our veins, is called nerve impulse. We can call it as a electric message because it reaches very fast, very rapidly to our mind. Nerve impulses allow us to move our muscles when we want to. The functional combination of nerve and muscles tissue is fundamental to most animals. Correct. जैसे ही हमारे कोई यहाँ पे पिंच करेगा तो हम तुरंत अपना फिंगर वहां से रिमूव करेंगे. That is what? Response to stimulus. This combination enables animals to move rapidly in response to the stimuli. Stimuli means the environment. This I told you already. So here are few questions after the nervous tissue we completed. Name the tissue responsible for movement in our body. Which tissue is responsible for the movement in our body? Nerve or the muscle tissue? Which tissue is responsible? We read na just before. See what we read in the muscular tissue. Muscular tissue consists of elongated cells, also called muscle fibers. This tissue is responsible for movement in our body. So what is the answer? Muscular tissue, correct. Question number second. What does a neuron look like? A branch structure. A structure, a single cell with many branches. We can, the answer is here only. Each neuron has a single long part called the axon and many short branched parts called dendrites. An individual nerve cell may be up to a meter long. Okay? Any doubt in this answer? How does a neuron look like? Branch-like structure. Give three features of cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles के आपको three features बताने हैं. Tell me. The three features may be they are cylindrical, branched, and uninucleate. And these muscles show rhythmic contraction and relaxation throughout the life. Question number third. Give three features of cardiac muscles. So the answer is here. The muscles of the heart show rhythmic contraction and relaxation throughout the life. Heart muscles are cylindrical, branched, and uninucleate. These are the three features: branched, cylindrical, and uninucleate. That is having one nucleus. Okay. Then the next one. What are the functions of areolar tissue? What are the functions of areolar tissue? Can anybody tell me? Areolar tissue is found in between where? Skin and the muscles, around blood vessels, and nerves in the bone marrow. What is the work? It gives internal support to the organ and helps in the repair of tissues. What is the work of areolar tissue? Helps helps in the internal support of the organs and helps in the repair of the tissues. Okay, written? Helps in the internal support and of the organs and helps in the repair of tissues. So this is the function of areolar tissue. And here the chapter has gone completed. And if you have doubts regarding any one of them, then you can ask. Otherwise, we will go on for the further question and answers from this chapter. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Sir, please explain the difference between the voluntary muscles and involuntary muscles. Okay, just one second, girl. First, we will talk about voluntary muscles. Okay, so voluntary muscles are what? These are the muscles connected to bones by tendons. Okay, then next we talk about the structure. These are long, these are cylindrical, unbranched, and multinucleate means having many nucleus. Okay, these are voluntary and these are in our control. Okay, next, any questions in voluntary muscle? Unbranched, suppose like this structure, it is going straight, it is striated, long and cylindrical, no branch. But if we have any attachments here, so this is called branched. Like in neuron, you can see these are the branches. But if we talk about voluntary muscles, these are long and cylindrical, striated. These do not have branches. Okay. Yuck. Okay. So what are voluntary muscles? These are never controlled. And these are also called skeletal muscles. इसको skeletal muscles क्यों कहते हैं? Because these are connected to our bones. And these muscles are connected by tendons to our bones. These are long, cylindrical, unbranched and multinucleate, means having many nucleus. Second one, involuntary muscles. The heart muscles are involuntary muscles. Why? Because these are not in our control. We cannot control the beating of heart. Can we control? No. Can we control the blinking of eyes? No, we cannot. Can we control our breathing rate? No. So these all are involuntary movements or involuntary actions, and these have involuntary muscles for controlling them because we do not have any control over them. So who will control? Involuntary muscles will control, and these are also called cardiac muscles. Breathing means these are present in lungs, heart, eyes. These are smooth muscles. ये muscles कैसी हैं? These are smooth smooth muscles. Secondly, these are long. What are these? These are long, pointed and uninucleate. Uninucleate means having one nucleus. Correct? And are these branched or not? No, these are also not branched. And these are called unstriated muscles. Voluntary को कहते हैं striated and these are called unstriated muscles. Okay na? But there is one exception to be kept in your mind regarding the heart. That is what? The muscles, involuntary muscles present in heart, these are long, cylindrical, branched and uninucleate. Uninucleate means having one nucleus. Is it clear? Any questions in that voluntary or involuntary muscles? Okay. Will you please tell me what was the last question? 34. What was the last question that you tell me? What is cuboidal epithelium tissue? That is in a pillar-like structure. That is only, na? That is, answer is what? The cells which are in pillar-like structure, that are cuboidal columnar epithelium cells or tissue. So, did I give the question what is connective tissue? No, I think so not. Yeah, okay. Question number 35. What is connective tissue? 36. What is plasma or matrix? Say what is plasma? The plasma contains. Okay. What is plasma? What does plasma consist of? What is the matrix of blood? 39. What is the matrix of bone? 40. What is areolar tissue? Write its function. 41. What is adipose tissue? 42. Where are fats stored in our body? Which connective tissue which connective tissue connects bone to bone? Which connective tissue connects muscle to bones? Till you are written now, everyone? Yeah. 45. Which tissue connects muscles to bones? What are skeletal muscles? Now? Yeah. Write about the structure of voluntary muscles. 47. What are voluntary muscles? 48. What are involuntary muscles? What are involuntary muscles? What are cardiac muscles? 50. Write the right and draw the just a second, I am working on that only. Now clear na? I was just making space. Now it should be clear. Now Anand clear? Yeah. Write and draw the structure of heart muscles. 51. What is blood composed of? 52. What are RBCs and WBCs? What are blood platelets? 54. Let me see if any other question is there, then I'll give you, otherwise it's okay. 54. What is muscular tissue? What is muscular tissue? Mention structure and function. 54. Any other? Any other? Next question. 55. What is a neuron? What is a neuron? 56. What are nerve cells? What are nerve cells? 57. Draw a well-labeled diagram. Draw a well-labeled diagram of neuron. The last question. Which tissue is responsible? Which tissue is responsible for the response to the stimuli? And that is, the answer is nervous tissue. Everyone written? Which tissue is responsible for the response to the stimuli? Yes, okay, boy, okay. So here our this chapter gets completed. And if anybody has any doubts or questions regarding chapter 6, then you may ask. Otherwise, our chapter 6 is now completed. It means some are prepared and some are not prepared. Okay, so I will tell you about that. It is very easy. Okay, okay. Any other questions, anybody? If you have any problems regarding these 58 questions from this chapter, then you may ask in the tomorrow's class. If any problem in coming in any of the answer, then you may ask me by tomorrow. Okay. Okay, then everybody have a good day. Take care and study well. Bye everyone.